Hey guys, let's see if I'm live. I think so, but this new OBS is still confusing me a little bit. So let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me. And yeah, let's get the pre-show started. Let's get the microphone situated a little bit. There we go. Let's see, we're seeing chat. That's good. Oh, the music's likely a bit too loud. There we go. And I'm live. Nice. 11 minutes early. Well, normally I'm 15 minutes early, so still kind of late. I don't know. I think I fixed the it's all too black issue by setting OBS to output a limited color space instead of full. I normally record in full, and I thought YouTube did conversion, but maybe it did before and it doesn't do so anymore because I'm streaming in H.265. I don't know, but it should look good now. Let's see by chat. I have a chat here somewhere. Johnny Bergdahl is here. Let's start at the top. Oh, okay, there we go. Paul Milford says 117 minutes remaining. Yeah. Oh, Mako is here, and Philip is here. Going to blow stuff up. Nice. Yeah, Andy promised he would be here, so we have to blow stuff up. Come on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Dutch people. That's Johnny. Johnny only recognizes people who have pink in their name or are pink, so... you know. "11 minutes early. Yaw." Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Where is Andy? Oh, there he is. I thought we were going to... Oh, my microphone's a bit hot, isn't it? I thought we were going to have to start without you. With the wrong account. Oh, no. Glad I never make that mistake. So, oh, is audio still too hot? Let's tone it down a little bit there. Did it boost OBS? Did you change something? Advanced audio properties? No. I want normal audio properties. No. Windows audio properties? Well, looks okay. Anyway, I toned it down a little bit, so let's see how that is. I need to get situated here. Feels like it's been such a long time that I did a live stream, but well, I didn't do one last week, but I did one the week before that, so not that long, but I'm kind of out of it. This month isn't my month. I'm way too busy with rounding up all kinds of stuff about dig octas and things like that, and there's new projects brewing that I'd rather be working on, but you know, I have to finish the old projects first, so I don't know. This isn't my month. So I thought, like, okay, I didn't prepare anything this week because I was way too busy preparing other stuff. So I was like, I still need to test some buck converters, so let's just see if we can blow them up. Because that's a good test, right? If they blow up, they're not good. You need to get an assistant. Sometimes it feels like that. This week I answered 248 emails. I still need to cry when I think about it. 248, and I'm not done yet. There's still 40 remaining. This is nuts. Oh, man. Yeah, Michael, we're going to take a look at all of that. How's the dungeon, Quindor? What dungeon? Yeah, now everyone knows who you are, Andy. What? Johnny Bergdahl is super admin? No. The garage is doing great. I haven't been here for a while because I've been answering emails. No, I've been doing some design work, but I haven't actually built anything. And I still have a prototype board I need to build from before I went on vacation. That feels like half a year ago, but it's likely a few weeks back. But yeah, so I don't know, but I just have, if I can't sit down for like 6 or 8 hours to build something like that, it's just not worth it. So I just haven't started it yet. But at some point, all this commotion and releasing stuff and things will die down, and then we'll get back to those things. Exactly, Maiko. It's a lot. We finished most of the testers today, so that's good. And everything, as you saw in the video, I posted on Discord a little video of the Dig Octa, I think it was a Power 5, being put through the SMD machines. So that was good. That was fun. But they are being produced right now. This is the most amount of money on the line ever, but we'll see. Hopefully that pays out, turns out well. But yeah, everything's being made, and during testing, no major bugs were found except the one that the manufacturing plant created themselves, and we fixed during the stream. And yeah, double streaming here, Quinn and F1 USA. Dig to go. Make sure you're on the Discord. Otherwise, it'll be later this year. It's still coming this year. I want to make the Dig to go like the. Do I have one here? Yeah, it's an older one, but the ultimate Christmas present. So we're working on that. But if you're on the Discord, you might be able to pick it up sooner. That's all I'm going to say. Camera, this is my face. Focus on my face. Yes, very good. Thank you. Nice, Andy. See, now I have to translate your name in my head the whole time. I read Andreas Hoffman, I'm like, Andy. So yeah, I thought today I've been busy with so much partly boring work stuff. But it still needs to be done. I get that. I'm not complaining. It's just, I thought, let's sit down with my friends over here and see if we can blow up some buck converters. That's always good, right? Oh, and he's changing his account. Who's this Andreas dude? Is he impersonating me? Because my name is Andres, and I guess that's the equivalent for Andreas in German. So, So let's start a drink because I'm warm and I'm thirsty. Oh, this might be zoomed in a bit much. Nope. What are you grumbling about the ESP32C3, Adam? The prototype board that's actually still waiting to be built, which is already version 2 of the prototype, is also using a C3, and that worked fine for me. So we have a regular Coke Zero. We have the off-brand. No, it's not an off-brand. It's Fanta. But I like this. I kind of want this. So I don't think you guys are going to be able to pick. And then we have the always good vanilla. But I kind of want the, the citron. So I'm going to take that. What are you guys drinking? Cinos. No, there's no Cinos here. It's Fanta Lemon. Well, they have orange, but this is lemon. And no sugar. Mix them all together. No, we did that once. That was enough, Philip. Well, I'm actually hoping they don't explode, because then I can use them for a future project I want to use them for. But we're going to see. We're going to be using my favorite testing equipment again. These guys. I guess we could hook those up first. Because they need separate 12-volt power, which I already prepared. I got two out, because we'll be testing 5-volt and 12-volt. Ah, they still work. Nice. At 5-volt, they can do about 20 amps, but at 12-volt, they'll do less. So, we'll just hook up two. And we might need to add in some form of bus bar, but we could actually use a Dig Octa brainboard for that at some point, maybe. So, we'll see. Will you flip the breakers again? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let's just get started while we're chatting here. So let's put this to the side. And the idea is that we're going to test... So here's my stack of little power supplies. This is a 12-volt one. Don't want to test that. This is 24-volt. Do want to test that. So the idea is that we're going to have 24-volt in. And we're going to be using this very nice... I still like these a lot. Meanwhile, UHP 500-24. So that's able to deliver 24 volts with 20.9 amps. That's good. So the whole evening questions are always welcome. And there is one from Melvin Guzman here. Got a question about the Octa brainboard. If I got 3 brainboards hooked up through Ethernet, so they work independently, or they work as one unit using WLED. They basically work independently. There is multiple ways you can sync them, and I actually, well, you know me, I have an article about that. Because basically there's 3 ways you can use them. You can use them standalone. You can use them in sync mode. And then you can also use them in DDP remote mode. And then there's actually a 4th way is that you use external LED data. I thought I wrote an article about that at some point. Yeah, here we go. Articles still need a bit of work. I have been working on them, but yeah. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Avenge CJ, did you just donate 125 euros? Was that a typo? I'll give that back if that was a typo. Holy shit. And Melvin Guzman, that's $24.99. What are you guys doing? You're gonna make me blush. What the hell? Thank you very much. I don't know what else to say. Wait, I was posting an article or something. Hold on, here's an article. I think. I'm confused now. Did you mean to do that? Dig Octa? Yeah, but you have to buy the Dig Octa still. You do know that, right? I mean... oh man, I was already warm, now I'm hot. Hot and bothered. I think CJ wants you to blow up some converters for that. No problemo. We'll blow up all the converters I have. Well, I actually hope they don't blow up, but we're certainly going to try. Wow. Okay. So thank you very much, both Melvin Guzman, because he also donated $50, and Avenged CJ 125 euros. That is, sorry, that is by far the largest donation I've ever had for sure. Thank you so much, both of you. Wow. Holy shit. Free Octa with that donation. It's not. It's. I can't work any harder than I'm doing on it. Can Octa control the matrix? I know there's no "the" in your question, Jacob, but adding a "the" is much more fun. Oh, now YouTube goes, hey, maybe now is a good time to insert an ad. What? Why would I do that? Oh, thank you guys so much. That. Oh my. Okay. I don't know where to look. Well, I'll look at the camera, okay? It's okay, Johnny. They also provide the platform, so. I actually, Linus Tech Tips released a video about how 4K should be a paid tier, and I actually fully agree with them. I also agree on that people first complain that there's too many ads on YouTube, but then they install an ad blocker, which causes everyone else to see even more ads, and then to circumvent the ad blocker, and now they get even more ads. If they just watch 1 or 2 ads instead of ad blocking for something that's free, it's a whole discussion. I mean, if you don't want to see it, pay for it. Although I also agree that I have 3 streaming services. I refuse to have 8. But it's a complicated world out there in that regard. No. Oh no, Philip. What are you guys doing? Thank you very much, Philip. Anyway, I'm so confused that I don't even know what we're doing. I think I was doing something with a power supply. Let me zoom this out. So UHP 500-24. I can buy a new one now. Thank you. These are expensive. But yeah. He just donated a UHP 500-24. Thank you. It's almost Christmas, I guess. That's true. Oh, what? No, Christmas is like 2 months away. But yeah. Yeah, Mako, it started off great with Netflix being the new Spotify, but then for video. And then all the industries got like money hungry and were like, maybe we can make more profit. And then they split it up, all split it up again. And I'll be the first to admit, I have a max subscription quota of 3. And anything that falls beyond that and is too small of a service, I'm not going to take your subscription. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. I pay for YouTube Premium because I use YouTube a lot. And I watch it in 4K or 1440p. Like, my streams are in 1440p. I mean, they facilitate all this too. So, I mean, I don't mind paying them a bit of money for that. That's fine. And I've always said, if you enjoy YouTube a lot and you want to watch it a lot, but you don't like the ads, but you do want to watch it, I mean, it's not free. Nothing is free. Nothing is actually free. Maybe the air around you is free. But other than that, nothing is free. So if you like something that is free, but you get ads for it, that means it's not free because you're paying it through watching the ads. But if you then block the ads, it's literally free, but someone else is paying for it. That's basically how it works. I mean, Melvin, did you just donate again? Wait. What are you doing? Oh no. Melvin Guzman, are you trying to outbid CJ? Exactly, Andelich. If you don't pay for a product, you are the product. But then if you block ads, someone else will have to pay for it. But yeah, anyway, it's not the main point of this video today. I was going to hook up a power supply like 10 minutes ago. I don't know. Melvin, let me know if you're meaning to do this or not. Because if any of these donations are false, I'll happily pay them back, but holy shit, thank you very much. I need a drink. Yeah, I'm trying to get to that, Philip. So let's first hook up a power supply, and then... No, let's take a look at the buck converters. It's time. So for a product I may be developing or may not be, you know... You know how it goes. I got some new buck converters. And they're not new as in... I think they're pretty well known, and lots of people use them. I just haven't used them yet. So that means I have to test them myself, because otherwise I won't know how well they do. So what we have here today is we have a 24 volt in to 12 volt 5 amp. We have a 12 to 24 volt in. Wait. We also have a 24 volt 12 volt out 10 amp, and then we have a 24 to 12 volt in 10 amp, another 10 amp, and a 15 amp 5 volt out. So we basically have two that are 24 volt in 12 volt out, and we have three that are 24 or 12 volt in and 5 volt out. And I basically want to see if they can live up to their ratings. So we're going to be using the loads again that I showed earlier, my 24 volt power supply, and then these buck converters, and those will be connected to the loads. And then we'll be using the thermal camera and things like that to, you know, see how much they can really handle. Oh, Mako, if you're having issues, if you add someone in your comment and then end your sentence with a smiley, it deletes all your text. Some kind of new YouTube bug. It's been really annoying. Yeah. So, well, let's see how we can hook up this to... let's start with the 5 volt tests, I guess, because the 12 volt's less interesting. It's more about the 5 volts. So this is 5 volt 10 amp. So they're these buck converters. These are from Daygreen. I'm not sure they're the only brand that uses these. I think they're from an OEM, because I've seen the same ones from different manufacturers. Yeah, that's totally broken. It's been broken for weeks. I have no idea what's going on there. And let's see if we can use the 10 gauge I have here on my tester unit. Let's see if I can use that here. No, they're too wide. I was afraid of that. Too wide. Are these too wide too? Yep. Okay. How am I going to do that? That sucks. Oh, I could. I guess I could botch it. Should I do that? I don't think I should do that. Let me... Hey, we want magic smoke, right? Cut one arm. Yeah, that is an option, actually. That's actually a decent option. So, minus is in the middle. So actually I could add both minuses here if I can get them in between the screws, which I can't. Where's my pliers? Not the ones I was looking for, but they'll do. Let's try and squeeze these slightly closer together. There. Can I now get them in? Not yet. Because the minus is shared anyway, because these are not isolated converters. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, if I squeeze the terminals together, the legs, it seems like I can get them in. So let's see if we can do that, because this goes to the load. Let's try and do that with this guy also. Can I get this one in? Oh, nice. Okay. That's nice, because now we can have 10 gauge on the output and 10 gauge on the input. Well, which means the cable at least won't be the issue, right? Yeah, that looks fine. You know. So let's take another 10 gauge here. And, oh wait, did I take a 12 volt out power supply? Ah, I guess we're going to test 12 volt first. Sorry about that. So let's connect that to the UHP 24 volt power supply. How's the music? Is it okay in regards to volume? Too loud? It's hard for me to judge from this end. Okay, let's clamp that down well. It's fine. Okay. Okay, these are in tight. That's good. We don't want a short circuit in the place we don't expect it. Okay, so then we need to do the same trick over here again. We're going to squeeze these together because the forks are just slightly too wide. So, doing it like that a little bit. No? Okay, I need to bend it over here too, I guess. Oh no. That's not good. Well, I'll probably be able to get it in like this. And hopefully I can mash it flat again with the screw. This is less ideal. Hold on. Need to squish this out. Hold on. Let me wreck my table a little bit. Almost. Yeah, I know, but I seem to have misplaced my plier. This kind of works. Gives me decent leverage, at least. This should work. Maybe other way around? No. There's a bit of a gap there, isn't there? A fork shrinker tool. Yes. Let me try and edit it a little bit more. It's probably going to make it worse, but you know. There's this very tight tolerance where it's either not enough or too much. Let's see about that. Oh! Chuff Tully, thank you very much for the $5.99. Okay, let's see if it goes in better and the other way around. Maybe I just need to open the screw more. Maybe that's it the whole time. Okay, never mind. I mean, it's warped, but it'll still make good contact. That's fine. And I do kind of like the design of these, where they have these separations between the terminals, and they have fork style terminals. So, no, David, you're right on time. We're almost ready to start testing the first one. Yeah, I wish they would have made it a slightly bigger. I mean, they had the space in theory over here, so... But, yeah. What you gonna do? So, like that. See, I'm bending the plastic out, but that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, I just want to make sure there's good contact, so I'm really tightening these down. I do like that they, you know, input minus output. That's nice. So, I expect these to get hot. So let's get a surface that doesn't mind getting warm. That's this guy. And I need to zoom out a little bit, because we're going to be using this tester. There we go. And I will be using safety glasses. Video lag? Huh. I don't know. Let's see. Do I have dropped... Oh, I have dropped frames. Why do I have dropped frames? What's going on? I have 1.2% dropped frames on the network. I wonder why. Am I doing something? Let me check my router if there's a high outbound traffic. Not specifically. No. Well, there's a spike. Let me watch my traffic a little bit. Hold on. Generally, it's fine. I don't know. Let's reset it and see how it goes. Oh no! Alan Robertson! Thank you very much. Let me take my glasses off for that. Love all you do. Keep it up. Dig to go for the win. Thank you very much for the $20, Alan. That is very much appreciated. Dig to go is coming. I promise. I know a lot of people are waiting for it, just like the Dig Octa. I just needed to do something else right now, so that's why we're doing something completely different. But I've been working on it non-stop. It's coming. It's very near. It's coming. Yeah, I was seeing some network lag. It's gone right now, so let's see how that goes. I don't know. So, glasses back on, and let's connect the power supply. Oh. I was thinking we might need the multimeter overlay, but we don't actually, because, you know, this guy's here. So let's turn on the power supply and see if it immediately explodes. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we're getting 12 volt out while we have 24 volt in. That's good. That's working. Nice. Converter working. And we're at 12.19. Okay, that's decent. Now, we're not doing a 4-wire measurement. We're doing a 2-wire measurement. So we're going to see voltage drop because of the cable and stuff. I'll get my... No, let's turn on the... Let's see if we can make the... Nope. Which socket is it? Let's see if we can make the magic multimeter work. Let's boot it up. Booting up my multimeter. And let's see if we can do the screen overlay, because I haven't touched that in literally months. So I have no idea if that's going to work and what IP it's going to get. Stuff like that. So let's first check the IP. How does that work? Shift. Display? No. Oh god. Oh, shift utility. IO configuration LAN modify. Okay, I got IP 105. Let's remember that. And then I have this software that I need to start. Trying to remember how this works. Okay, it started, but it's on the wrong IP. So, can I edit that? How does this work? Disconnect. Remove. Add instrument. Oh god, I don't know how this works. Add instrument. Not connected device. No, I don't want that. Remove. Add instrument. Oh, right. 105. Yes, it's alive. Play. Okay. And now I should be able to do this. It's almost okay. How did I do that again? Oh, I guess that works, right? You got an overlay. And so now if I take my Proby wires and I measure the input. Yep, 24.2. Okay, and I measure the output. 12.1. Nice. Okay, we got the overlay working within a minute. That's not bad. That's not bad. Affiliate? Affiliate for what? Can you change the brightness of the meter screen? Actually, if I push a button, it should brighten up. So it's decently bright. It's not very bright, but it's decent enough. So let's... Oh, I got the one where the foot is missing. Let's immediately go to... Oh, I already started the test. Anyway, let's immediately go to 10 amps. So we're drawing 12 volt, 10 amps. Because we're using 10 gauge wire, we're basically seeing almost no voltage drop. So we're seeing 12 volt still coming in. But if we look at the converter itself, we see 12.09. Oh, wow, okay. And input is still 24. Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's set the speed to medium. Oh, I need to exit remote mode. Oh, I forgot about those irritating issues. Anyway. These meters are on the equipment page, which is linked in the description. You need to scroll down to testing tools, and then you'll find a link for the DL24 for Amazon and AliExpress. So dropped frames is still 0.0%, and frames missed to the rendering lag is 1 of like 23,000. And frames missed to the encoding lag is also 1. So let's hope the lag is over. So yeah, this is warming up, I guess. I don't know. It's rated for 12 volt 10 amps, what we're doing right now. And so far it's pretty stable. Okay. Do we wait? Do we add more amps? We add more amps. That's it. We're going to blow stuff up, right? So let's go to 11 amp. Oh, okay. That's actually good. I set it to 11 amps, and it was like, nope, voltage gone. So it's 12.2 now. Nope. What does it do? Where does it go? So let's see. 12.2. Does it... Yeah, okay, so it dips to 0 real quick, and then my tester is like, okay, oh, it's almost doing it now, but it's only giving us 8 volts. 6, yeah, and then it drops down. Okay, oh, that is actually pretty good. So it'll do 10 amps, no problem, and give off a stable 12 volt. But if you ask 11 amps, it just says, nope, not going to do that. Well, not from this one. We still have some others to test. But I am looking for one that I can bundle with a product in the future. So having it protected in regards to maximum output, it's not a bad thing. So we can try and increase it less fast. So okay, wait. Oh no, it's already dropping. Uh-oh. See that? It's already dropping. We're still at 10 amps, but it's not maintaining output. We're at 8.7 volts. Yeah, it's dropping. It's dropping. It's not maintaining output. Oh, that's too bad. It was rated for 10 amps. I'm testing it with 10 amps. Is it warm? No. Not really. Well, the back is a bit warm. Let's try a new tool. One I'm testing, I guess. Hello. Yes. I don't remember how it works. Anyway, this is a Doji. I don't remember, a dodgy phone, but it has an integrated thermal camera, which I'm testing against my flare a little bit to see how well it works. And this does not want to stay this way. There. Oh wait, it doesn't work that way, and I need to calibrate it. Calibration. Okay, it says that the surface, I think you can almost see it, is about 56-ish. Let's draw a box around it. There. So the max is 52, average is 40, and then the minimum is 29. Well, no, this product isn't solid because it's not providing 12 volt output. So it's not shutting down either. That's not good either. So let's go to 9. Oh, wait, that's 0. Oh, no. Let's go to 9 amps. Okay, with 9 amps, it's able to maintain its output. Yeah, we're at 9 amps now, and it's doing 11.9, so that's fairly decent, I'd say. $12.02. Yeah, that's okay. So let's leave it at that for a little while and see if it can maintain that amount of power. Let's calibrate it again. The max is 60C. Yeah, sure, and I agree, but it should be able to maintain 10 amps. Now, this is seemingly the hottest surface, because if we look at it like this, oh, okay, no, it's starting to warm up here too, but the warmest we're seeing here is 48 degrees. Yeah. So the back is definitely the warmest, but that is also the part that was stuck to the cork, and the cork is a great insulator, so that's not going to work. 10 amps at 0 C ambient. Yeah, that's probably what they meant. And it's easily 25, 26 degrees in here, so it's still around 65. Let's see what happens if we up it to 10 amps again. No, that's less. Oh yeah, no, voltage sags completely. So the tester is set to cut off when it drops below 2 volts, and while it dropped below 2 volts. So yeah, immediately. So it can't handle 10 amps, but it seems to be doing okay with 9 amps. What does the specification say? I don't know. Check the web pages I linked in the description. But if it says 12 volt 10 amp, and there's even airflow here from my tester unit, I expect it to be able to do 12 volt 10 amp, and it can't. I mean, it clearly can't. It's not overheating. I guess that's good. It's not. It's better to not overheat but deliver less output than to overheat. But then they just overstated the specifications, because this isn't a 10 amp block, but it's more like an 8 amp block or something like that, right? Minus 273 degrees. That's a bit warm. Cold. Chinesium 10 amp. Yeah, exactly. But then just label it 8 amp. I mean, don't do me like that, bro. 11.8. That's not good. It can't maintain 9 amp either. 11.8, 11.9. It's not maintaining 9 amps. It's 10 amp burst. You're still having issues, Maiko? I'm still seeing 0.00 on rendering, encoding, and network now, so... Yeah, it's winding down. See that? 11.7. What's the magic smoke? Fire burn! I'm trying. Hold the heat gun out and see if it drops to 7 amps. AV lag. Oh, okay. So, I am streaming using the new HLC over H.265 instead of RTMP over H.264. But last time that worked okay. Yeah, my CPU usage is 5.7%. I mean... Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're dropping 11.6. So, I think Andy actually has an interesting idea. If I hit it with the heat gun, will it go even lower? So, no, wrong button. There we go. So, let's set my hot air station to, let's see here. What would melt the plastic? Let's say 125. I think the plastic wouldn't melt with 125, right? Okay. Let's see if I can get those wires out somewhat. Oh no, it's all entangled. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we're at 11.5 right now. Let's wait for this to warm. No, let's just blast it. 11.5, right? We'll trust this this meter for a little bit. So the hot air gun is set to 125 degrees. Now let's see if that makes it drop. I think so. Okay, you guys hit the reload. Okay. The Alipay says 100% stable output current. Yeah, maybe in winter outside. Yeah, we're dropping. We're dropping. 11.2. Okay, let's heat the top of the case. Oh. And we're sticking around 11.2. No, we're at 125C, so I don't think the plastic would melt from that. Pour some L on2 on it. Let's water cool it. Not Jay's 2 cents, sorry. Okay, it's not going down more. Let's heat the back a bit more. Oh yeah, that does it. Let's see if we can go to 11.1 and then I'm calling it. Yeah, there we have it, 11.1. So actually, I know this is bad, but it's actually good. Because if we now go to 8 amps, and we measure output at 8 amps, while we really heated it up, we're seeing 11.9. So, no, don't don't put it on 350C. No. No, I'm not going to put it in a microwave. So, I'm going to say, yeah, because this thing is pretty hot now. Yeah. I'm going to say this is more of an 8 amp continuous converter instead of 12 volts, or 10 amps. So let's turn the test off for a little bit. Exactly, Andy. It over current protects, it over temperature protects. That's all good. That's fine. That's exactly what it should do. I mean, that's great. It just can't live up to specifications. You're right. I got some dropped frames on the network again. I got 353 dropped frames. Why? I don't understand what would cause that. Stream got too hot, dropping frames. Can we confirm the claim high efficiency up to 95% here? Well, it didn't get very hot while doing the conversion. I mean, I had to hit it with a heat gun, and I could touch it the whole time. So it is pretty efficient because it was converting 10 amps. That's a decent amount. Yeah. I don't know what would cause the lag spikes. It's probably something on my network sending out a burst of data. But to analyze that right now while I'm streaming, let's see if I can see it real quick. Nah, I'd have to coincidentally catch it and then see which client is causing it. So, I don't know. No, we have 600 Mbit down. It's only the upload that's going to be influenced. But we are getting fiber. I paid for that like 1.5 years back already. And that should be a gigabit up and down. And we should be getting that somewhere within the next half year or so. So, yeah. Anyway, 24 volt to 12 volt converter. Pretty good. It's safe. That's good. Let's turn the power supply off. But it can't do 10 amps. It'll do 8 amps, let's say. Okay? So, but other than that, it's a decent converter. Should we short it? Should we does the web can somebody check if the web page says if it has short circuit protection? Because we're still going to try and blow it up. These are stuck. Okay. Because we're going to disconnect our tester. We're going to take another 10 gauge cable. This is such a good plan again. Oh my god. Who cares? Just do it. I know. I'll do it. Don't worry. So we're going to take the red one. We have to squeeze this a little bit, because otherwise we can't fit it in there. We're going to create a 10 gauge dead short. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that, I think. Okay. Other side. I mean, I'm not wearing these safety glasses for nothing, right? Explosion is guaranteed. I hope not. I'm actually hoping it'll be safe. So we now have a 10 gauge dead short. So 24 volts coming in, being converted to 12 volt, but then it has, a 10 gauge short. I mean, it can't take more wire than that. So safety glasses on, hand at the button. I'm going to move away a little bit. Okay, let's do it. Okay, the power supply is on. Uh-oh. The power supply is still on. I would have expected maybe the power supply light to go out. How do I measure this? Do I measure anything? It's 5 volt. Oh, what? It's 18 volt? No, it's 18 millivolt. So input is still... Yeah, it changes scale to 60 volt, and then it's 24 volt. Okay. And then the output on the negative is 5 millivolt, and the output on the positive is 35 millivolt. So, okay. Is it getting hot? Yeah. It's not too hot. It's not any hotter than it was before. Yeah. It's short circuit protected. I can't make it any more exciting than that. It's only drawing 5 watts, and that's likely the standby power of the power supply. So, that worked just fine. Okay. So it's safe. It's thermally regulated, and it guards against short circuit protection, or short circuits. It's just not living up to the potential. When are you going to buy crap instead of well-protected stuff? We want to see things blow up. Hey, I already buy everything I can on AliExpress, and everyone ever tells me, oh, you buy things on AliExpress? You can't trust that rubbish. I'm like, you're buying the same rubbish in the stores here, just paying 5 times as much. But okay. This guy, Day Green DC-DC converter, is a good product. It just can't do 10 amps, but it'll do 8 amps. And it'll do 10 amps in a pinch, but it can't sustain it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, good, nice. Next time, shop on Wish. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I've never shopped on Wish before, that's for sure. Do they have any 10,000 watt buck converters on Wish? Okay, so we did the 12 volt one. This is another 12 volt one. 5 volt. 12 volt 10 amp. Why do I have so many 12 volt 10 amps? Are they the same? Let's check the product number. So this is a B10 2412. This is a B10 122405. So that's a 5 volt. And this is a B10 24 something else. Is it a different one? So this is the one we just tested. Let's see what this is. It's a B10 2412, so that's exactly the same. We don't need to test that. We know it works. Victor Multanen. This is the inspiring channel to make lighting stuff for my home. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very kind. So, let's see what converters we have left. Here's another. No, this is 5 volt, 5 volt, and 5 volt. All right. So we have a 5 volt 5 amp out. We have a 5 volt 10 amp out, and we have a 5 volt 15 amp out. What should we test? Because we don't have time to test everything. Should we do the 5 amp one and then the 15 amp one and see if we can make those blow up? Let's start with the 5 amp one, because that's easy, you know. Well, we'll for sure do 15 amp, but let's do a quick test of the 5 amp one. See how that does. So it looks exactly the same. That's why I got these. This is a B05 2412. Okay. $15 amp and blow the 5 volt with that. Yeah, no, we will. So let's hook this up. To close the stream, you hook up 230 volts. Yeah, but then the stream will go boom again. As in, I'll trip my breakers again a few times. You know. So, power in. Oh, nicely bending that plastic there. Okay. Just wire up 3 1500 watt inverters. Oh, look, I can make the terminal come out. Well, this sure isn't watertight. Doesn't need to be for my application, but, you know. Okay, and then let's hook up a tester. There we go. You need to get a Linus Tech Tip screwdriver. I thought about it, but I kind of like my normal screwdrivers. I don't know what it is. And I have the electric ones, but yeah. So let's make sure this is all tight. It is. Okay. Let's get the tester in the shot. Let's set it to 5 amps, because this is rated for 5 amps, right? Wait, 12 volt 5 amps. Oh, right. It is 12 volt 5 amps. Sorry, this is still a 12 volt one, but then a 5 amp version. Well, let's see how that does. Power on. Yeah, 12 volt. $12.10 volt. And we have 24 volt coming in. Perfect. Okay, 5 amps. Let's go. Let's go to 6 amps. Nope. Well, the protection circuit certainly works. It's not going to do more than it says it will. What? Now it's not even doing 5 amps. Okay, it is. Okay. I got a woe stick. Here we go. See, I use this. I like using this one. Oh, so upside down. These are good, but they're not very torquey. So they're okay for like LED controllers and things like that. But yeah. Yeah, with exposed contacts. That's a good point, Andy. That is a good point. But I mean, it's potted, so I was like, yeah, well, maybe it's not potted. It's just plastic housing. It feels potted. Maybe we should crack one open. Yeah, see, it is potted. See, if you look in here, the shiny parts, that is the potting stuff. So it's fully potted. Yeah, then actually maybe those terminals don't make a difference. You know, Snail Boy, good products cost money, and I believe it's a good product, so... Yeah, we could do a smaller step. 5.1. Okay, 5.2. Let's keep the voltage on there. Yep, 5.3. Still good. 5.4. 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8. Oh, it's dipping voltage, 11.7 volts. 5.9, dipping voltage even more. And it doesn't do 6 amps. Cool. So, this again works fine. I don't know what to say, man. I guess we can leave it running at 5 amps for a little bit, but I actually don't doubt it'll just keep doing that. No, it's going down in voltage. It's still a 12 volt converter. This wasn't a 5 volt one as I thought it was. I don't want to put 220 volts on it. Oh, we can wreck one. Okay. I have my Raiden 6012 here, so we can at the end of the stream, as the last test, we'll put 60 volts on it. See if it explodes then. Yeah, but the other one also only started to go down once it heated up. So let's give it a little bit, and I'm keeping it pressed down into the cork. So, not giving it a chance to dissipate the heat. Well, it's kind of boring, isn't it? Normally I'd fast forward this into videos. Yeah, we'll put 60 volts on it later. And later, at the end of the video, I actually have a discussion point I'd like to discuss with you guys in regards to I guess the future of the channel? I don't know. But it's an interesting discussion point, and I'd like your guys' opinion. I don't know if it's going to matter in what I do or not, but I'd still like to discuss it. Chuff Tali? Is there a way to donate directly without YouTube as a middleman? Try reversing polarity on the input. Yeah, we'll keep that as last tests. Reverse polarity input and 60 volt on input. If you go to my websites, but at least on Quinled.info, in the top bar there is a donation header, and I need to open it myself because I don't remember. There is a donation under info. There is donations, and there is a PayPal link. So if you really feel inclined to donate, you don't have to, but it is appreciated for me to do stupid stuff and blow things up. You can donate using PayPal, and that's at least going to cost way less than doing it through YouTube. But you won't get a shout out. So I don't check that very often. Sometimes I do, and then it's like, oh, nice, a few donations, that's cool. But yeah, it is definitely used, the money. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Philip. Yeah. Do you want to borrow my 400 volt DC power supply? It's okay, Dutch maker. Do these converters have an option for multiple outputs? So you can have voltage in and 2 or 3 out. No. No, these are set voltage. Let's see how warm it's getting. Oh, it's not even warm. It's not it's not even warming up. It's likely the same converter inside, but limited to 5 amps. It's nowhere hot. Let me get the camera. Well, what I want to discuss might be a spoiler for future stuff. So, yeah, stick around for that. So let's calibrate it real quick, and let's see if I can make you guys see. So the top isn't above 33, 32 degrees. So that's pretty good. And it's located, let me do it this way. It's located as one giant blob. Okay. Let's turn it around. It's not aligned properly. That's okay. Yeah, so this isn't even... It's practically cold. So we can stop this test here. It's going to do 12 volts indefinitely. So the 5 amp version... Sorry, 5 amps indefinitely. The 5 amp version can do 5 amps, no problem. Okay. So let's move on to another one. To the actual 5 volt ones, because those were actually the most interesting. These were good, but yeah. I know I teased you guys with smoke, but I'm actually... Jesus. These are not coming out. I'm actually pretty happy that they don't explode and go up in smoke. Oh, these terminals are too small. That's the biggest downside yet. The terminals are too small. Because I kind of really wanted to use these. And so far, they've been great. And it's more important for me that they're safe than that they'll do their rated output. As long as I know what output they're going to do, I can design for that. Right? Okay, we have a 10 amp one and a 15 amp one. Let's go 15 amp. Let's just do it. Okay, so this one is a B151224, so that's fine. 05, so B stands for 15 amps, I guess. And same design, same chassis size, same everything. Yeah, we'll hit it with 60 volts and reverse polarity input later. See what it does. Dropping frames. Indeed, it did. It's either something on my network or it's YouTube having an issue because we have 705 dropped frames again. I'm not sure how to fix that. In theory, this should go in. Try this one first. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, good enough. No. Encoding, I have dropped one frame all this time of 150,000 frames. So it's not an encoding or a rendering issue on my side. It's either my connection to YouTube or my upload being full, but I wouldn't know what would be filling up my upload. So, voltage interference. No. Okay, let's continue hooking this up. A hacker downloading, yes. Now, when I check my router, I don't see any large amounts of traffic jamming up the line, so I don't know. Okay, 75 watt, 12 to 24 volt input. We have 24 volt, 5 volt, 15 amp output. Max. Did the others say max too? Anyway, so let's get that. Let's see, did I hook it up right? I think so. Let's go. Yep, 5.1 volt. That's very nice. Let's measure that with a bit better equipment. 5.09976. Yeah, well, that's close enough, right? Input still 25.228. These meanwhiles, man. These meanwhile UHPs, they are so good. Anyway, no, I actually rebooted my router yesterday because I did an upgrade of the MikroTik router board firmware. Let's go with 10 amps, 5 volt. See what it does. 5.0499, that's fine. Yep. Maybe the new firmware is causing it? Possibly. I did actually have... I did actually have lag spike issues while playing League of Legends. So these might actually be the same thing. And that's the reason why I upgraded my router board MikroTik firmware, because it had been on for 160 days too. So I was like, okay, let's upgrade everything and see if that resolves it. I didn't play any games after that, so I don't know. But having a lag spike now and then in League, maybe that's still happening. So it wasn't the router firmware. So maybe I should reboot my cable modem, huh? It has one of those haunted chipsets from Intel, Puma, whatever. So maybe it's just crapping itself the whole time. I think that's it. Damn. I need to get rid of this cable shit. And I need to get my fiber. Yeah, Ziggo, but Ziggo is pretty stable. It's been very stable for me. But I recently got a new modem because the old modem died. And that's been okay, but it's been on for like 100 days plus now. And I keep seeing lag spikes in League of like, normally I'm at like 11 milliseconds, and then it'll be 200-300 for 1 or 2 seconds, and then it'll be 11 again. And that keeps coming back. That's why I upgraded my router firmware. But now I'm thinking, I have a new modem. No, but it's been... Cable has been excellent for me. For the last 6 years, I have 0 complaints. Stable latency, stable speed. I don't like that it's asymmetrical. I'd rather have 300 down and 100 or 200 up instead of 600 down and 40 up. But other than that, it's been perfectly stable for me. But I have a new modem, and that has one of those cursed Intel Puma chipsets. And it is a corporate version, so I already have the more beefy modem instead of the consumer version. But maybe it's just crapping itself. I should reboot the modem. I won't do that now, but I think that's it. And that'll probably also solve my intermittent lag problem in League. Huh. What a shit show. If that's the case, we're back like 15 years ago where you had to reboot your router every day because otherwise your ping would go up. Who makes this kind of crap? No, it's a Cisco, I believe. But it has one of those Puma 7 chipsets, not the 6, because the 6 was all kinds of cursed. And this is the 7, but I believe it's still a little bit cursed. And the one I had before that had a Broadcom chipset, and that worked perfectly for years on end. It's called Intermit.Tech, right? Yeah, we're having intermittent latency here. Oh, we're still testing at 10 amps, by the way. Oh, but it's dropping. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's only at 10 amps. Oh, it's still at 504 volts. That's okay. Okay, 504 is okay. That's okay. Let's go to 15, because, you know, it says 15. Let's do 15. There we go. 5046. Yeah, okay, let's keep this on here. So, I'm going to reboot my modem after this stream, see if that fixes it. Yeah, memory leaking firmwares. How... It's 2022. Come on. It's so horrible. Why? Why does devices like that exist if there's millions and millions of them being used for internet connections? No, we're at 15 amps. Let's leave it at 15 amps for a little bit and see if the voltage will sag. I'm keeping it pressed down so it doesn't get an opportunity to cool either. Uh-oh. Yeah, it dropped down in voltage. So it can't maintain 15 amps. Kind of expected that after the 12 volt version. Let's do 14 amps. 504. Nicholas Rutledge, there have been several iterations of the ESP32. But they all have kind of different functions almost, I'd say. The newest ESP32 S3 is actually higher power than the original ESP32, but the S2 and other variants are actually lower CPU horsepower, but they do have more pins and other things. But the reason I don't use them is software support is a lot less, because there's slightly different architectures, and nothing except the first ESP32, which is still almost the most powerful, supports Ethernet. So, yeah. Oh! It's shut off again. Okay, let's keep going. 13 amps. No, Felix, that's a thing of the past. The cable network itself has more than plenty of capacity, and I'm in a small village, so there is absolutely more than enough capacity here. It used to be so that if you're on a loop on your cable network, and let's say you had 40 Mbit upload, you'd share that 40 Mbit upload with all your neighbors. That's not the case anymore. Basically, the loop you're on can do 500 Mbit uploads and like multi-gigabit downloads, and you have a variety of 600, 400, and 200 and 100 Mbit clients, and everything gets divided above that. And it doesn't mean you can't overload it, but the overbooking is way less than it used to be because the loops are way smaller than they used to be. So cable is a decent technology, and it can work fine. It's worked fine for me for years. It's just less good than fiber. Because fiber is point-to-point unless you get a GPON network, but then a GPON network generally isn't overbooked. So, but that's a whole different topic. Anyway, we're at 13 amps. Handlage, needing 10 amps. Get the 15 amp version. Oh, no, it didn't do 13 amps either. This is bad. Okay. Okay, 12 amps. Let's get the thermal imager out. Yeah, I'm going to fiber as soon as I can, because it costs half, and I'm going from... So now I'm currently paying 70 euros a month for just internet. I don't have TV. And for 600/40, and then I'll go to 1,000 for 32.50 a month. So that's a no-brainer, and I still don't get TV, but I don't need TV, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's measure this thing. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, calibration. Okay, so it's reading about 45, 46 on top. And on the bottom, 56. That's about the same as the 12 volt one where it would also cut off. No, the 3250 I believe is a set price. The only downside is that you have to pay a year in advance. I don't mind paying a year in advance. I'm going to keep that internet anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, $60 for 250/40. Yeah. Yeah, cable is expensive, man. So we're at 12 amps right now. Let's choke it. Let's keep choking it. One gig fiber here, $70 to $80 a month. Cable is $500 to $65 a month. Yeah, wait, I'd go fiber, man. Oh, $90, damn. Yeah, I mean, I actually need the upload. I'm like a YouTuber, but up until now, because I live in a village, I couldn't get it. But it's coming. The project. I've actually already seen the cables in the village itself, so it's coming. But it'll take a little bit still. Yeah, but if you get KPN, you can get different providers, but they'll be stuck with KPN costs. In my case, I'm in another territory where eFiber is making the network, and that's why the prices are so much lower. Because if you get the same subscription with the same provider I'm getting, on the eFiber network it's $32.50, and on the KPN network it's €55 a month, just because the KPN costs are that much higher. $40 for 100 Mbit down DSL. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's sticking at 12 amps. Let's measure the voltage. .503, okay. I do for backups. I have hundreds of gigabytes I need to back up sometimes because of videos, and uploading videos takes ages. If I upload a 30-minute video, I'm uploading for 1.5 hours or something like that. Yeah, it just, you know. So it seems to be able to do 12 amps. It says 15 amps, but it does 12 amps. Kind of in line with what we've seen. We're just waiting, Philip. That's not too bad either, Timothy. Okay, so I'm calling it the 15 amp converter is actually 12 amps, not 15 amps. But again, it's protected. I believe it has decent over temperature, over current, and it'll likely also have the same short circuit protection. So let's turn that off. Let's turn this off. Now I don't want to blow up this one because I want to do more tests of that. But we'll get the Raiden out and see if we can have it blow up some other stuff. Wow, these are stuck in there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not complaining. I actually like Ziggo. Ziggo's fun. So we had a 5 amp one, right? Yeah. Let's blow up the 12 volt 5 amp one. So how am I going to do that? I don't need the 24 volt supply anymore. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Let's unplug it. Okay, I do need the write-in. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't think I'm going to attach the tester because I don't know what will happen if it blows the output, or if we short the input with 60 volt. I don't know what will happen to the output, and I really like these testers, so I don't want to blow that up. Let's see if these cables are kind of long enough, I guess. Okay. Need to squeeze these cables a little bit. Oh, this has an extra Y terminal. That's going to be an issue. It's a bit too much squish there. Let's see. Ah! There he goes. It's stuck in there. Oh, this one goes in. Nice. Oh, we're going to do reverse polarity first, right? Let's do reverse polarity first. There we go. I don't have to screw it down for that, do I? Nah, don't have to. Okay, let's turn on the write-in. It's oh no, I need to turn this socket on. I don't have a write-in cam today. So I'm going to set voltage to 24 volts. And I'm going to be a pussy, and I'm going to put amperage at 5 volts. Okay? Or 5 amps. 24 volt, 5 amp, reverse polarity input. So, plus, minus. Okay? I'm going to lean back a little bit. And I'm going to hit the on button. On. Okay, I'm seeing 1.4 volt at 5 amp draw. So I think we should be able to measure that. So let's assume this is minus and this is plus. It's 1.12 volts. Other way around, it's minus 1.1. Yeah, okay. Nope, no smoke. I have it set to 24 volt out and 5 amps, but it's taking 1.32 volts at 5 amps. So let's up the amperage. Okay, it's now drawing 10 amps at 1.4 volt. What's it doing? Oh, it lowered the voltage. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Is it getting hot? No. No. It's not getting hot either. Nope. It's a nope. Nope again. Yeah, that's fine, Dutch Towers. Okay, well, I left it running for a while now. By this time, you would have discovered that this is not working. 0.9 volts. Yeah. The PSU protection? I don't know. Not really. It's set to 10 amps output. So, okay, turn it off. Let's switch this around. Cables are slightly warm because there was 10 amps running through it. So there was actually 10 amps running through it. Let's screw them down. Oh, that's a good question, Shaftali. Let me put them back. Sorry. Oh man. Okay. If they just taken one size bigger terminal. Anyway. So let's... Bam. Uh-oh. Now it's doing 24 volt out at 0 amps. Oh, because probably the screw terminals aren't closed enough. Or it just blew up. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, yeah. Okay. 1 point something volt. 10 amps. Yeah, okay. So let's measure the output. Oh, it's minus 435 microvolts. And, yeah. That's not going to damage anything. That's fine. Should we add digital smoke? Yeah. Okay, that's not... nope, that's not a problem. That works. So let's hook it up the right way. No, not volts. No, no, no. And see if it still works. Okay, so now it's hooked up correctly. Let's give it 24 volt, 10 amps. Let's see. Okay, we have 24 volt exactly coming in, up to the 3 digits behind the dot. And then we have 12.211 coming out. Okay, that still works. Now, let's see what happens when we raise input voltage. VSET 24.5, 25 volt, 25.5, 26 volts. Oh, let's go for it. 28 volts. 30. I don't actually know what this one's rated for. Oh, sorry. Is that better? 30 volt, 32 volt, 34 volt, 35 volt, 37, 39, 40. Oh, there we go. 40.1 volt. Doesn't like that. Let's go back. Let's go back. We're at 35 volt. No, it's dead. Oh no. It's drawing 3 volt at 10 amp. I think it's dead. I think if I leave this long enough, it'll start smoking. Because the input voltage is now 3 volt. But we're drawing 10 amp because I've limited my power supply to 10 amp. I'll leave this running for a little bit. Let's see how warm it's getting. I'm not sure this is protection. I think it's dying because it's ingesting 30 watt. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's smoking. Can you see it? It's starting to smoke. We've got smoke. It's hard to see. Let me get the other camera real quick. I need to get my face close to have it focus. That's always a good idea. Okay, yeah, it's smoking all right. I don't know if you can see the smoke though. It's still smoking. So let's check how warm it is while it's smoking. That's always a good... Oh, it's still smoking. No, go away. Okay, calibration. Oh, yeah, okay, now we're getting it. Yeah, there we go. It's 112 degrees. It's still drawing 3 volt at 10 amp. It's 113, 119 degrees. Ugh! You can still see it smoking. Let's look at the bottom side real quick. Oh wow, okay, yeah, 124 degrees over there. 126. 127. It's still going. 128. It's still drawing 28 watts. So that has to go somewhere. 129. 130. 132. It's definitely on thermal runaway. Okay, how long do I keep this going? Because it stinks. Oh, ABS starts melting at like 250, 300, so... Okay, I'm turning it off. I'm calling it. We had smoke. It's still smoking, damn it. Where's my fume extractor if you need it? There we go. Yeah, you want more smoke? Okay, fine. I'm turning it on again. It's dead because it's still drawing 3 amps, and I'm upping the amperage to 20 amps. I need to lower the voltage because I can't do that otherwise. So let's go to 15. I'm not allowed to output more than 12 amps. But you can see it smoking here, right? I'm not sure I can show you that. Okay, I'm gonna turn the sucker off so you can see the smoke. I can't output more power. It won't let me. Nope. Yeah, because I have a Rudin 6012, so it's limited to 12 amps. Okay, I turned it off. I guess I could connect the Meanwell power supply. But I can't touch it right now because it's like 150 degrees. Okay, I need to... If I die from cancer, you guys know why. Okay, so let's try and disconnect the Rudin. The Raiden. Oh, that's hot. Oh, okay. Okay. Raiden disconnected. Oh wow, these cables are warm. That's 10 gauge cable warm. Worth it, not our fault. Yeah. So let's try and cool it down a little bit with my fan unit here, because I want to connect the other cables. Let's wait until the plastic shell starts dripping. Let's not, Chaftali. I do appreciate the donations, but yeah. So, okay. Let's go back to the Meanwell, because that's able to deliver 20 amps. And let's see if I can get that hooked up without burning my fingers too much. Okay. Ow. It's really hot. Okay, I'll leave it on screen like this. No, I need to move it closer. like this. You guys have a good shot like that, right? And which power supply cord do I need? This one. And I have a power meter in the socket so I can see how much is drawing. But it might react differently because the write-in is made to do what you ask it. So it'll just output whatever you want. The meanwhile might actually kick in protection and just turn it off. But we'll see. I'm moving out of the way a little bit again. You guys have a good view. I'm turning on the meanwhile now. The meanwhile turned on. Oh, it's not doing anything. It's drawing 1.3 watts from the wall. Okay, 24 volt in. Okay. Wait, did it repair itself? Let me close those terminals. No, it's dead. It's not outputting anything. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. It's possible it's a PTC, but then again, once it starts smoking, generally it's not going to work anymore. Well, it could be the potting that smoked because of the high temperatures, but likely the chip that's in there just died. And the write-in doesn't have any protection mechanisms. It'll output when you tell it to output. So even if there's a dead short, which there was, the write-in will just go for it. While the meanwhile will turn off. Oh, look at that. That bulge wasn't there before. Trying to catch the glare. See that bulge? Yeah, that's new. That wasn't there before. That's likely where the buck converter chip is. Trying to cool this thing down. Ah, okay, it's still too hot to touch. Can you imagine how much heat, how much energy is in there if I'm blowing on it with this fan the whole time, but I still can't touch it? It's pregnant. I cleaned the PS3 once and inserted the Blu-ray drive ribbon skewed. Booted up, console started smoking, opened it. Okay. Sure, we can try and open it up, but I don't want to hammer it. I'll prod it with a screwdriver, but it'll probably make a giant mess. Oh, it's still too hot to touch. How is that even possible? Water cooling, yeah. How is it still so warm? It's amazing. You can basically charge it with energy and then take it with you in winter and it'll be warm for hours. Okay, let's see if we can break it apart. Let's disconnect power first. You know. No. Power's off. Power's off. Okay. Okay. I'll zoom out a little bit for that. How to best deconstruct this? I'm just gonna go ham on it and try and break it open. So I'm using a big flat head screwdriver. I'm gonna try and separate it from this case here. Let's try and unpot it. I guess that it's like pretty warm still is actually an advantage here. Ow. Ugh. Let's see if I can get my screwdriver in here. There we go. Yeah, other than that, it's this completely sealed case, so it went in this way. I think that's the only way it's going to come out. Thanks for the smoke. Sadly, I have to leave now. Watching a movie at 11. Thanks for being here, Andy. Yeah, that's going to be tough getting it out. You need to use a milling machine and the X-ray. What? I don't have that kind of equipment. Yet. I don't know. That burning electronic smell is stuck in my nose. Cut it open. Yeah, that might actually be a better idea. Let's try that. I have to shield that because otherwise it'll go everywhere. Or maybe it won't. Yeah, it's fully potted. See that? Oh, I see a metal bit. Ah, that's probably a capacitor over there. Top of a capacitor. Okay, let's see if this part can go away now. Yes. My desk is going to be such a mess. And we're not going to see anything because it's, you know, it's fully potted. But maybe I can get it out. A few more cuts and I can get it out, I think. I'm just gonna open it like, oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, it's coming. Oh, I got it. It's out. No, I think potting also helps with the heat, because, you know. So this is the back of the PCB. Let me give you guys a little bit more light. There we go. So this is the back of the PCB. It's interesting why these pads are here. Let's see if we can break it off the front. Let's hope it's not toxic. Okay. Oh, it's day green. It's actually on the PCB. Interesting. Wow. Okay. That's cool. Okay. There's an inductor. Oh, there's some components. That might be a shunt. And a capacitor. Some resistors, some caps. Where's the chip? Hold on. Let me try and get this off. The chip under here. Oh, I think this is a chip. It's a tiny bugger. It probably means it has a fairly high switching frequency. Yeah, and this PCB is designed for multiple configurations, it seems. That's why they're likely all in the same housing. That's likely the buck converter chip. Has a diode besides it. Some capacitors, some resistors, some sensing resistor probably. It might actually be a shunt. That's why it can regulate the output so the output ceiling so well. Hey, Draadstal! So this chip is likely the buck converter itself. All the others are just passive components. There's an F here, but it's missing. So generally the F stands for fuse. But I don't think it was ever there. Because this was kind of like... How was it? Was it like that? I don't know, no. Oh, okay, this part was over here. Yeah, this part was over here. And... I think... No... Oh, I can actually read it. Yeah, this is F1. That was never there. Okay, so there's no fuse in there. But then again, we tested it, and the buck converter itself does a decent job, so... So yeah, can we see which chip this is? Because I'm actually interested. Let me get some alcohol. Hold on. I mean, all in all, it's a good product. It doesn't live up to the amps that are stated, but as I said, if I can design around that, if I need 10 amps, I'll just use the 15 amp. Other than that, it did great. It has all the protections, and yeah. And I mean that it dies with a too high voltage. It's kind of expected, so. Okay, let's see here. Can we see what chip that is? I think it's been cleared off. Yeah, this chip doesn't look like it has a normal top. So they likely ground off which chip it is. Such a waste of money. I guess. I don't know. It's a buck converter. I can design a buck converter. I have designed buck converters. Yeah, now if you look at that diode, you can, in the right light, you can clearly see the markings on that one. But on the chip, it's kind of rough. It's a rough surface. And I've been cleaning it, so it should be nice and shiny, but it feels rough still. I can try and scratch it a little bit more. Yeah, it's very rough, so they likely ground off the... Because you can see the diode clearly, and then here it's nothing. So they likely ground off the top of the chip to, you know, so you can't identify it. Oh, I threw away my trash bag. Okay. But other than that, it's a pretty simple design. Oh, my camera died. Oh no. Let me replace that battery real quick. There we go. It could have burned off, but I've never seen that happen before, so I think it's been ground off, actually. Yeah. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Because the surface is also a lot rougher than I'm used to for chips. Okay. I think it's actually an enhanced SO8 package. Let me try and snip it off. Bye-bye chip. Oh, it's still on there partly. Yep, it's an enhanced SO8 package. So it has a SO8 as 8 lag, or it's actually SO6. No, it's SO8. It's SO8. But it's enhanced because it has a pad on the bottom. As you can see here, there's copper there. And then if you look at the other side of the board, that's vias that link to, I think this is the ground plane for heat sinking. So it's a good design. Yep, okay, well, this died. But it's a decent design, and in all testing we did, it survived basically everything I wanted to. So it survived, oh, let me take these off. It survived over temperature, it survived Well, it didn't survive over voltage, but you know, it survived over current. It couldn't live up to its current, but that's why we know we have over temperature protection. And if you derate it a little bit, so the 15 amp is like 10 to 12 amps, and if you need 10 amps, for instance, I think it's a decent converter. So yeah, I'm going to go wash my hands real quick, and then we're going to talk about what I wanted to talk about, because I think these tests were really successful. So we're going to end up the stream soon. And I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about maybe a slight change in the direction of the channel. Or actually, I'm getting into it. Hold on. Let me wash my hands. Right. Now is a good time for a commercial. It didn't say it. It didn't say it. Okay, let me try and move this aside a little bit. And I'm going for the vanilla Coke. And I'm going to talk to you guys. So, we've all seen that energy prices, especially here in Europe, have started to rise to the heavens and beyond, right? Where we used to pay like 18 to 20 cents a kilowatt, we're personally now paying 50 to 60 cents a kilowatt. They aren't giving out any contracts anymore that have a set a base or a set limit rate. Basically, there's all variable rates, and those are very high. So that got me thinking, okay, I want to generate more energy and partly use less energy. Now, using less energy has been on the plan for a while now, replacing some servers and the HAHA project and things like that. Fixed rate, yeah. But I've been dragging that around because, you know, I've been developing dig octas and dig to goes and things like that. But once those are finished and released, I'm thinking of maybe changing pace a little bit. And I'll still be designing stuff. I already have 2 new boards designed and that I need to prototype and test and things like that. But I'm thinking of maybe, because the last 2 years, the channel has really become LED this and LED that and blah, blah, blah. And LEDs are not going anywhere. They are a passion of mine and they'll always stay that. But there's other passions I have too, like kind of this stream is an example of also where I like playing with power and energy and blowing stuff up and testing it and see if it actually does what it says it should do. And I have all this testing equipment and things like that. So I was thinking, okay, energy prices are rising like I don't know what, and they'll likely keep doing that. Now let me get you a web page real quick. Hold on. Let's see if this still works. Chrome scene, yes. Window capture. So, I didn't used to know this, but now I do. This, next to a fixed rate contract, you have a dynamic rate contract, but those get determined like 2, maybe 3, 4 times a year. But it turns out you also have a different kind of contract, and that's called a dynamic contract. Sorry, the other one they call variable rate contract. So I lost the chat. Hold on just a second. So they also have a dynamic contract where the price of electricity will fluctuate per hour. And it'll do so quite heavily in some days. Like, for instance, in this day, if you took in electricity at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's 5 cents instead of the 50 cents we're paying right now, right? And at the worst case, it's 22 cents on that day. That's because everything we've been used to, like peak and lower during the night, or flat rate, or even variable contracts, in my opinion, they're all a thing of the past. Because that's how it used to work. But nowadays, we have a lot of solar and a lot of wind power. But those are very temperamental. At one point, there will be no solar and no wind. And at other points, there will be fairly wind and lots of solar. And then maybe during the night at 3 o'clock, there will be lots of wind, but little people using power. So these hourly rates are what is actually it's costing them to provide you energy. And sometimes there's too much energy, and sometimes energy is scarce or scarce. So they'll raise the prices and lower the prices. So, for instance, here on 16 October, a kilowatt hour costed you 1 cent. But then at during 1 in the afternoon, because likely there was a lot of solar available. But then at 8 o'clock, between 7 and 8 o'clock at night, it was 24 cents. So that got me thinking, like, maybe, yeah, Dutch Towers, I've seen his videos too, and I was already thinking about it for a while now, but it didn't used to make sense to build a home battery. That's what we're moving towards. Because we in the Netherlands have solderen. So any kilowatt we produce and deliver to the net at whatever time, we're allowed to pull back and use again during the whole year. So in the period of a year, I can deliver power in the summer and ask it back in the winter, and it costs me 0. Now that's good, but that's going away in a few years. So, I mean, that's been good. That's why our energy bill hasn't skyrocketed, because we use between 16,000 and 18,000 kilowatt hours a year. That's a lot. We have a heat pump. I have service running. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Thousands of LEDs. I mean, we use a lot of power. But our solar offsets that, but only because we can do solderen. Because we can generate it in the summer. I have 12,000 watt peak of solar panels, and then I can use it again in the winter. But of course, that's completely unlogical technology-wise, because it's not like we can store that energy somewhere, and they'll just have to burn more coal or spin up gas plants or whatever in the winter if there's no wind. So that's where these dynamic energy tariffs come in. This is what it's actually costing them to produce the power at those times. So here, for instance, at 7 o'clock at night, it's 52 cents a kilowatt, while during the evening or during the night, it was only 17 cents a kilowatt, right? So I was starting to think, like, okay, those are pretty big differences. What if I could build a way where I can say, okay, over here, it's 5 cents a kilowatt. Store as much as I can in that hour, right? And then over here, it's 29 cents a kilowatt. Now, A, use from my battery myself, but B, sell it back to the net. Because any kilowatt hour I bought here for 5 cents, I can sell here for 29 cents and basically make 24 cents per kilowatt. And with that, it's actually better than solderen, so 0 for 0, because I can actually make money by drawing power at one hour and selling it again at another hour. Frame drops again. No. Yeah, we got frame drops again. I'm going to reset that modem so hard after this, you don't even want to know. So this is something that's been interesting for me for years, but it didn't make sense. But now that the energy prices are so volatile, and I can game the system, as we'll say, by providing a service, because it's actually a service. I'm taking their power when there's too much of it, and I'm delivering it to my neighbors when there's too little of it and it's very expensive. And that'll actually, technically, that makes a whole lot more sense, because then I'm actually lowering pressure on the distribution network and everything like that. So in all things considered, it's a good thing. It's a good thing economically, but it's also a good thing technically and for nature and whatever, because I'm storing energy from the sun and clean energy, and I'm using it at times there isn't enough of that clean energy and they have to spin up gas turbines or coal plants or whatever. But no, I'll deliver it from my battery then. So it's actually also an ecologically good solution. It just, flattening the peaks. Exactly. It just costs a lot of money, but I've been looking into this for the past week while also doing the Octa stuff and things like that. And I'm thinking of maybe going down this route, and I don't know if it'll be financially viable right now, but once solderen, that Dutch rule that we can do 0 for 0, stops, I will need a battery anyway, because then I have 12,000 watt peak of solar, which will shine during the day, but then I don't have anything at night, and I'll just be paying for my electricity. So I'll need a battery at that point anyway, because I need to store during the day and then use it at night. So yeah, some people are saying it again already in chat. You need to order lots of lithium iron phosphate or LiFePO4 or LFP batteries and build a giant battery bank. But my question here is, and it's my channel, and it's called Intermittent Technology. It's not called Quinled. The reason for that is because I never intended it for it to become the Quinled channel. Now we do a lot of LED stuff, but as you see during these live streams, I also like doing other stuff. And my question for you is, and consider this a sort of poll or whatever, so please pitch in. How would you feel if for the next, half year to year, there would be more videos also surrounding this subject and maybe a little bit less videos about LEDs? Now, I'll always keep producing videos about LEDs because YouTube doesn't make me any money, right? I quit my job about a year ago. That's been going fine, but it's going fine because of everything combined. So YouTube, affiliate revenue, and then board sales. That together keeps me afloat enough, so that's okay. But then I'm also my own advertisement. So my YouTube channel, people come to watch LEDs. How do you feel like if I keep saying that I'll change it back to doing other topics like HA and DIY backup and things like that, but I keep hovering around LEDs. But if I start doing this project myself, I know that I want to post more about that at that point, and maybe I'll hover back to LEDs at some point. We did a few Chia videos for a while and things like that. But I just wanted to know your reaction. I think it's still a good fit to my channel, because even this buck converter nonsense is basically the same topic. We're messing with energy and conversion and things like that. But yeah. Cooking electronics is fine. So, the reason I'm kind of fighting myself on this, because I know I want to do it, even if it financially doesn't make sense yet, I'll wreck my YouTube channel doing this. Because right now, YouTube knows that LED stuff and things like that, you need to go to Intermittent Technology. And if people then find all kinds of videos about batteries and home energy systems and things like that, the algorithm will kill me. So, and on one side I'm like, I've never cared about that. I'm a very bad YouTube channel, YouTube algorithm-wise. But on the other hand, it's now also my income, so I'm less flexible in what I can do with it, if that makes sense. I've thought about starting a second channel, Philip, but that also has a bad effect that there will be less videos on this channel. And as I said, this isn't the Quinled channel, this is the Intermittent Technology channel. So even if that costs me a few subscribers, which are only here for the LED stuff, that's okay with me. And I don't mind creating colored borders for stuff that is LED and stuff that is energy related or whatever, things like that. Yeah, I don't think a new channel is the way to do it either, because I don't have the time or the team or whatever to grow 2 channels. So just buy my channel, 56k subscribers. Yeah, I don't know, Johnny. Sure, but Mark, I get that, but it'll be more about the techniques about how to store it and how to build the batteries and BMS and how to do readouts and maybe get it in Grafana or Home Assistant, or I'm looking at Victron stuff, for instance, how to couple your BMS with Victron and how to make it all automate itself for buying and selling if that's possible and things like that. So I think it's a good fit for intermittent technology, because otherwise I wouldn't be interested in it, because it's me. I'm just kind of worried what it'll do on YouTube, because it'll draw in a new crowd. That's good. Channel will grow. But then both crowds, or all the crowds that are here, are not getting the videos they maybe came for initially. And I'm mostly wondering if that's going to be an issue. If LED people are interested in energy stuff, and if energy stuff are interested in LED stuff or buck converter nonsense or things like that. Just go on Fiverr and order up 100k subscribers. No, I don't want any subscribers that are not actually here for the channel and the things I do. Yeah, Chuftily, I thank you again for the donation. That's very kind. And yes, I also think it'll likely boost my channel subscribers in the end. But if the number is only a number. If it, in the end, makes less people watch me because the topics are too varied, that's basically what I'm worried about. It's still not a good fit. Actually, power is still LED, so LED still power. Yeah, right. We just need to make those batteries glow. Maybe at some point I can build a battery gauge or something like that from LEDs. If you make more videos, it doesn't matter if the subject varies. Yeah, but that's the thing. It'll be the same amount of videos, just different topics. Yeah, Sergio, that's exactly what I'm worried about. If the LED content would be shoved back to the back, well, there's a lot of good stuff there. So, and I don't want to stop doing LED stuff. It's a passion of mine, and that'll continue. I've multiple designs laying around, and we're still new hardware I'm developing, and it's not like that stopping. It's just that there's a new passion, and I feel it coming up, and I know I want to work on it. So, do I either not share it with you guys? Do I just make videos about it and to hell with the YouTube algorithm and lose some subscribers? Do I make a new channel? I don't know. I mean, that's true, Robert. There's a lot of research that goes in there, and I think I can technically explain it pretty well, why and how you want to do certain things. So yeah, or show you, like we're doing now, what not to do, because I'm good at showing that too. Not as good as Dr. Z sometimes, but still good at it. I get that, Philip, but if I would do that, then I would have to stop developing any hardware or doing support on Discord and things like that. And I don't want to do that, because that's also where my passion lies. I like helping people. And if I have to stop doing that to make more videos, I get that the videos also help people, but I don't know, man. Maybe hire an editor. Sure, I've thought about that. There's someone here who didn't slap the like button. Hit it now. Who was it? I can see you. Just put LED in the video title, even in other topics. Yeah, so what I thought of doing before I open this talk is I'll make videos on it and I'll put it on this channel and we'll basically see what happens. Maybe it'll be a few videos like the Chia stuff. Maybe it'll be more videos, because I also want to get back into Home Assistant and things like that. But I've just been too busy with designing things on, you know, the whole Dig Octa thing didn't create itself. And maybe I can tell myself, okay, let's take a step back half a year or a year in releasing hardware. The current hardware as it is pretty good. And focus on doing some more projects that I like doing instead of developing stuff. And then you can get back to development later. I know I can't stop developing either, so, you know. LED battery, LED solar, LED trees, yeah. You would not... You guys are making up topics. You would not believe how the LED changed my power wall. Hashtag Tesla, hashtag free energy. Nice. I'll consider maybe looking into an editor or something like that. But I just don't know how to do that, because a lot of intent in my videos comes from the edit instead of the video itself. So, don't know how that will work. Yeah, side content I don't think people can help with. I mean, we just had a guest article from Andy. That was great. But there's a lot of knowledge that has to go into the site content. Now, site management or something like that. I mean, I have you guys on the forum. That helps so much. Otherwise, I couldn't even do it at this level. So, yeah. You just need to hire a virtual assistant like all the cool kids with million sub-channels. I don't know, man. Hey, Make Me Lab is here. Maybe a food channel. Chat more women. I don't need more women. I have plenty of women. Yeah, but the rough cut isn't where the time is. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm wrestling with. It'll not happen instantly. If I decide to go forward, it'll be a few videos mixed in. Likely videos I throw together more easy. Where I just sit down and talk instead of fully beautiful shots and things like that. And first off, testing some stuff and then building out a true system and things like that, if I decide to go through with that. But yeah, I'm leaning towards just mixing it in. I think the channel can take that and the people here, but yeah, we'll see. Raiding dollar stores again today. What are you buying, Make Me? So it'll be rougher content where I don't script it and things like that. But I think there's a place for that. I mean, we do these live streams. So yeah, I think we can consider that the secret of today. The secret is that I'm evaluating doing that. The plan altogether, because likely in the first years it'll not be cost effective. It'll be fun, but it won't be cost effective. But once solderen stops, I need a battery anyway, so better have it by that time, I guess. And bought every scented oil I could find. Gonna make a 5-fan system to blow smells at me in VR. Okay, what the hell? Nice. So yeah, that's kind of the thing I'm wrestling with, and I've already partially been designing because I couldn't help myself. Dig Octa coming very soon. You all saw the SMD machines on the Discord, a little video where they're placing components and doing things. And Dig to Go following very soon after that. Dig Octa is going to be released first, and Dig to Go will be released in large numbers later this year, but still absolutely this year. And then we'll have a very nice lineup of digitally addressable LED controllers. And I'm excited for that. So, yeah. What are they doing? Anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. And I want to thank you for making me make a giant mess on my desk here that I now have to clean up. Yeah. But I will. Time to get the vacuum cleaner out. It doesn't smell bad. That's good. Maybe we burned off the smell with it being over 120 degrees. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video or live stream. Or on the Discord server, the website, anywhere. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
You left me here when our time was through. And under the covers, beneath of the surface, I can't find the others that work out my purpose. I'm in the deep dark blue. I'm in the deep dark blue.